All right, finally got the tires mounted and got the wheels put on the car. So here they are. The fitment is perfect. That's the front. There's the rear. So I think 20-inch wheels are actually perfect for the 370Z, given that you do oversized tires, in my opinion. What the tires you should run with a 20-inch wheel is like a 275/30 20. I went with a 275/35 20, which ends up putting your speedo off around 2 miles an hour around town and about 3 miles an hour once you get up to like highway speeds. So it's just something you have to keep in mind. The Satin Neodyme finish came out perfect. So I didn't go over everything. I realized in my last video of like just the purchasing of these, so I'll just run over that real quick. So I ordered these on May 28th. They sent me the renderings on June 1st. I didn't like what the center caps looked like, so I did some adjustments to the center caps. I was initially going to do Nissan center caps. I just didn't like the way they look, so I went with these 370Z style Z center caps. So then they sent me the revised renderings on June 2nd. I approved it. I sent my initial payment, which is half. These cost me $1,718 all in after taxes and stuff. And like the fees, I used PayPal, so I don't know if there's some PayPal fees on there. Anyway, so I sent half the payment on June 2nd. And they had initially told me that it would take 45 days for production and 30 days for shipping. This is through MN Forged, is the manufacturer I went with. I actually ended up getting a message from them on, it was I think it was 3 or 4 weeks. So the first part of, the late June. Sorry, I'm trying to think while I'm doing this. So yeah, it was like late June. I think it was the 22nd of June is when they sent me pictures saying that the wheels were done, which I was shocked that they got done, you know, essentially 3 weeks early. They, so I made the rest of the payment and they shipped them. They got here on July 16th. So, I mean, considering the renderings were approved by June 2nd and I got them on July 16th, it's pretty crazy. That's 6 weeks. That's a real fast turnaround time. I couldn't be happier with the color. I haven't found a single flaw in the finish. The finish is this beautiful satin neodyme. It's like a cross between light bronze and gold. It's just gorgeous. When the sun hits it directly, there is actually some little bit of gold flake in there when the sun like bounces off it directly. It's pretty crazy. I'm really happy with these. I feel like I'm finally done with wheels. I mean, this is my 3rd set of aftermarket wheels in 2 years. I've only had this car 2 years. And the first set of ESRs, the silver on black is fine, but I never liked the way I had to run the spacer to clear the brakes in the front, so the front wheels stuck out just a little too far. I didn't like the way it looked. And I was kind of over the deep lip look. On my 350Z, I loved the way those wheels looked with a deep lip. I come to find out, I think the reason why I like those is that it was a step lip. And again, those had like a bronze lip with a black face. If you want to see what those look like, just go look at my old videos. I love those wheels. And then my second set were the Alibaba wheels that when they came, I wasn't happy with the color. So I got them powder coated black. And the black on black just wasn't my thing. I thought I'd like it, but I only had those wheels on this car for, I think I put them on in late March and then took them off when I put these on in mid-July. So they just, the black on black wasn't my thing, and the super deep concave looks super good on some cars, but just it didn't fit this car to me. These I like a lot. They're slightly concave in the front, not bad, and then the rears are just kind of a medium concave. You know, they're not super deep, but there's some concavity there, and it looks nice. It looks I don't know, grown up, I guess, is the word that comes to mind. So let's go over the tires I went with on this car. I went with a Vredestein. The model is Ultrac Pro. It is a max performance summer tire. And the tires are actually made in the Netherlands, as you can see there. These are pretty equivalent to Continental Extreme Contact Sport 02s. These essentially match the Continentals in every category. The Continentals are just have a little bit better dry grip, but these are a 9.1 out of 10. The Continentals are 9.4 out of 10. So the Continentals are just a hair better in dry grip, but everything else as far as road noise, wet grip, ride comfort, all that essentially is identical to the Continentals. But these were a lot cheaper. I don't know what the Continentals go for. These were $240 a piece, which for extreme performance summer tire is a good price, I thought. So just about $1,000 for the tires. I got $1,700 into the wheels, and then mounting and balancing. So I had Discount Tire, my local Discount Tire, do the mounting. I had them mount the tires on the wheels off the car, just because with the whole center lock and the lug covers, I didn't want them just to have to mess with that. So I do have the tool for these, which, MN Forged, by the way, they sent me just one tool at first. I had paid to have an extra tool, A, if I accidentally lose one, and B, just have one in the car and then have one at home. So they actually sent me the second one. They air shipped it, so it took just a couple weeks, so I have both of those now. So I'm super happy with MN Forged. Every time I've had an issue, they are super quick to fix the issue. But just to have these on here, I didn't want to have Discount Tire messing with these if they over tighten them, because like if you saw my last video, the threads behind these are actually plastic, which they do grip on nice. I am trying to find a happy balance of putting these on tight enough that they don't, come off easily, but also not so tight that they break when I take them off. So I'm going to find out in the fall when I swap these out how well these hold up. I really have a bad habit of over tightening stuff, so I really try to be very conscious to not over tighten these. But I've had no issues. These tires are actually super grippy. They almost feel a little grippier than the Michelin Pilot Super Sports I had on before. Now, I had a 305 3519 in the rear with the Michelins, and these are a 275 3520. So when I haven't got on a lot, but when I did, kind of get on it, of course, these cars will spin into second. These do feel like they spun maybe just a hair less. I don't know if that's because the wheel's a little heavier, so it's just more work for the car, or if the tires are actually grippier, because the tires feel really grippy. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't track this car. I mean, I do go out on country roads and kind of, do some spirited driving. But as far as, if there's a little bit less performance having the heavier wheel, I'm not super worried about it. But overall, I couldn't be more happy with how this turned out. I almost feel like now I'm actually proud of this car. As odd as that sounds, I don't know, something about if you don't have the right set of wheels, if it just hits your eye wrong, it's just something kind of irks you, Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just super touchy with that kind of stuff. But now I see this car, I went to dinner the other day and I came around the corner from the restaurant and saw this car parked in the lot, and I just literally was like, oh my god, it looks striking to me now. And I just can't believe this is my car. All these little things have come together with the lip and the wheels, the fourth brake light, the steering wheel, all these little things I've done to this car. It's not a lot. It's not, drastic. Well, the wheels I feel like are drastic, but a lot of stuff is just small little things here and there. But I feel like all those small things add up, and really, this car has really come together, and I'm so happy with it. So that's the update on the wheels. They are on, and I couldn't be happier. So hope this video is helpful as far as looking at the fitment and just the story of ordering them. If anyone's thinking about ordering wheels, I would order from MN Forged again. If I ever buy aftermarket winter wheels, if I feel like getting fancy with my winter wheels, I would order from MN Forged again. I mean, the fitment is just so good. And the fronts are always the ones I had issues with. I'm just gonna show this one more time. I know my videos get a little long. I get a little long-winded with these, but I mean, it's just perfect. It's so good. All right, well, I'm gonna head out here. Catch you guys later.